We're going live. Hello, my friends. And now we're live on TikTok. Hi, TikTok. No, not yet. Now we're going live on Instagram. Starting, checking connection. Let's hit it, yes, shall we? Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love them all and all of them love me. Because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Say hello. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. Nailed it. They say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tat for what I've got to give. Don't they say that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. Hello, my friends. It's me, Broadway legend Barbara Dixon, and welcome to Barbara's Happy Half Hour. This is a very special show because it's Mother's Day Eve. That's right. So if you forgot that Mother's Day is this Sunday, well, consider this your fair warning. You can now acknowledge the woman who birthed and or raised you, but it can be anybody really that cares for you. It can be a drag mother, it can be an auntie, it can be a grandma, it can be a dear friend of yours, but acknowledge them. They deserve it, don't they? And look, it's never too late for an edible arrangement, although edible arrangements always taste late, don't they? You know, no disrespect, but I like my cantaloupe and my melted chocolate to remain completely separate, like church and state. Yes, but perhaps I've said too much. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass the basket, folks contribute to. You'll put in for mama, she'll put out for you. Folks atop the ladder are the ones that you adore. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. So what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good. Thank you for it. Listen to that wonderful applause. I love it. I can hear you from your living rooms. Well, my friends, as you can see, joining me this live stream because he's a mensch and also because it's Mommy's Day and I guilted him into lowering his price, it's my son, Buddy. That's right. He also performs under the professional name Jack Lipson. Jack Lipson, that's right. For legal purposes. You see, the entire Dixon family has a lot of outstanding warrants, my friends. Yes, Buddy is my firstborn, or my secondborn, depending on how you look at it. He's a twin, and his brother was double booked on another gig tonight, so he's now dead to me. But, he's a twin, and although he emerged first, after his brother Bud came out, he crawled back up in there for a few minutes inside my womb. And the doctor joked, I think he left his car keys up there, which would have been funny if it didn't turn out to be true. You see, this guy is very forgetful, aren't you, Buddy? Well, anyway, thanks for elbowing back through my curtains for an encore. You always were a ham. I just put the words ham and curtains a lot closer together than I'm comfortable with. But it's too late to change course now. Anyway, my friends, after we lose them, Buddy, why don't we go with another number, shall we? Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still just do what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Really, kids, I tried to raise you the best I could. Kids, all the things I've done were for your own good. Kids, can't you once appreciate how I've sacrificed? Working, slaving, scrimping, saving pennies, and living with your father. Kids, no one knows the burdens that I've endured. And in my condition, kids, I'm a sick woman. I've lost my spot. Go on and kill me, that's what we want to do. When a mother has kids like, when a mother has kids like, when a mother has kids like you. Yes, thanks for sticking with me, Buddy. All right, although sometimes I do wish you'd crawl back up inside. Okay, where are we at? You know, that was a little Mother's Day themed treat from Bye Bye Birdie, that's right. And hey, if you're still looking for the perfect gift for Mom, why not get her something from the official Barbara shop? That's right, official Barbara Dixon merchandise. You can go to BroadwayBarbara.com. Buddy is displaying a wonderful sweatshirt of mine. There he is. Wonderful. Now go sit down. Now, that's no joke. You can get that on my site. Yes, my friends, Mother's Day is right around the corner, isn't it? And I do admit I was a bit of a helicopter parent, meaning if my boys misbehaved, I'd charter a helicopter to toss them out at the East River. You know, we can laugh about it now. Anyway, it hasn't been easy raising two boys on an off Broadway, understudy, backup, alternate dancers, understudy salary. But I always instilled two things in them, that's right. The value of hard work and how to shoplift French baguettes from a bodega. And the key to both is an indomitable spirit and wide-legged pants. That's right. Listen, friends, being a mom is tough, isn't it? Oh, I just noticed right now, I don't know if you can see, I have these little, it's not warts that you see here. These were put on by my acupuncturist. They're pressure point spots because I've been having some pelvic floor pain. And apparently there's a meridian that runs right from here down to the taint. So this is supposed to loosen things up, and already I feel pretty good. So I apologize for these little buttons, little pins. Anyway, being a mom is tough. It sure is. It can ruin your body, deprive you of sleep for decades, and be an emotional and financial drain, can't it? But there's a rewarding part of it. There is. I can't think of it at the moment, but give me a second. I'm sure to think of something. Well, at least there's something to be excited for. We're about to make our Mother's Day cocktail. That's right. So make sure you grab all of the fixins for it. You can check my Instagram for all those ingredients and get it ready because we're about to do that together. Not right now, but a little bit later. Okay, so, I look across the baby grand at the now grown human being who stretched out my lady business like a shoe store try-on booty, and I marvel at how quickly time just flashes by. Sometimes you just want to stop time, don't you? 2 months old, he looks up at you. How his smile melts your heart. You want to say, stop time, don't move on. Even as you watch, that look is gone. Then he's to such a little man, so alive and so smart. How can you say stop time, stay just this way? But the future comes and he can't stay. Oh, this is boring, isn't it? This is kind of a snooze. Let's stop, this is boring. Anyway, that was a song from everyone's 73rd favorite musical, Big. That's right. But personally, I think it's the best musical version of a Tom Hanks movie, right after the musical versions of You've Got Mail, Joe versus the Volcano, Dragnet, and that one where he played a castaway. I can't remember the title. Anyway, it's time for a drink. Yes, friends, let's get our Mother's Day cocktail together. First, I'm going to sip some water because you got to stay hydrated. Oh, that's a nice underscoring, buddy. Feels like tall and tan and young and lovely. The Barbara from Los Angeles goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes says, ah, don't they? Yes. Anyway, let's move on with this cocktail. So, in honor of Sunday's big day, let's celebrate motherhood and treat ourselves with the official Barbara Dixon Mother's Day cocktail, one that I call the Night Mother. That's right. Indulge yourself with some liquid self-care and restore balance to a body ravaged by offspring. Here's how we make it. Okay. Got my tequila. We're going to do 3 shots of tequila. And I've got my special Broadway Barbara glass to make my beverages in. You can get this at BroadwayBarbara.com. That's right. I'm just going to eyeball it. We're going to do 3 shots. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Then, next we dissolve in some melatonin. I'll do 4. But you can choose whatever you think is the right dosage for you. Hell, throw in the whole bottle if you want to. I don't care. All right, then we're going to do 2 servings of Metamucil. Now I've got some off-brand psyllium seed husk, organic psyllium seed husk. Again, I don't really have any measuring spoons, so I'm just going to eyeball it. One serving, 2 servings. Now mix all that up together. Again, I don't have a serving mixer, so I'm going to use my finger. It's congealing. That's how you know it's working. of that, we're going to add a twist of lemon, because we're classy. Here's that lemon twist. And then we'll garnish it on the side there. Wonderful. So, you're going to drink this. I want you to do this on Mother's Day. I'll motion it for you. But you're going to down this. Try not to choke on the Metamucil. Then you're going to put in earplugs. You're going to don a sleep mask. And then you're going to have a restorative 2-day nap. Yes. So you'll have a 2-day nap. And then as soon as you awaken, you'll burn your sheets and order a replacement bed. And you'll feel fine. You'll feel just fine after all of that. Thank you for it. So that's the cocktail, friends. Tell me what happens. All right, buddy, you can take a powder. Mama's going to do a solo number on the ukulele, pardon me, the ukulele, which is Hawaiian for tiny guitar. Yes, this next number is a song for all the moms, especially the elephant ones. Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never depart, baby of mine. Little one, when you play, don't you mind what they say. Let those eyes sparkle and shine, never a tear, baby of mine. If they knew, sweet little you, they'd end up loving you too. All those same people who told you what they'd give just for the right to hold you. From your head to your toes, you're not much, goodness knows, but you're so precious to me, sweet as can be, baby of mine. Thank you for it. Wasn't that a sweet one for all those baby elephants out there? You can come back, buddy. All right, we'll bring Buddy back. Now, I hope you all have something special planned for the weekend. Yes, taking your mom to brunch is a traditional Mother's Day outing, which is an interesting way to show how much she means to you. Mom, thanks for all you've done to me. Now let's stand on a sidewalk and wait an hour and a half just so we can order waffles. Also, it's interesting that we dedicate just one day out of 365 days for the moms when they are literally the reason why all of us are here. They're also the reason why a lot of us are in therapy, so they've kept that whole industry afloat, haven't they? Yes. Yes, children absorb all kinds of things, hence the therapy. Little pitchers have big ears, as they say. Yes, now here's the deal. Kids are little sponges, which is ironic since they never clean up after themselves. But what I'm saying is that they absorb everything, don't they? Now, since I'm a lifelong performer, my son's first words were, "I get 75% of the merch table, or you can piss up a rope, Maury." You know, which reminds me, please visit the barber shop, www.broadwaybarber.com, for some merch. But you know, just remember, go ahead, you can start the number. Oh, no, not that, my friend. We're not doing that. We're doing, yes. Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. The children may not obey, but children will listen. The children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, "Listen to me." Children will listen. Let's get back into it. Careful the wish you make, wishes are children. Careful the path they take, wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen. That's the first time I've done that number. Wasn't it perfect? Okay, so Buddy mentioned earlier that he prepared a special Mother's Day song as a present to me, so I'm going to give him this moment. Okay, go ahead, Buddy. Now's time for your song. Okay.
Proud of your boy.
Just kidding. Cut it off. I never share the spotlight. Cut it off. Shut it down. Lock it down. I never share the spotlight. Who am I kidding? Well, speaking of someone who never shares the spotlight, my mother was also a performer like me. Yes, she sang and danced wherever she could. Gin joints, burlesque houses, IHOPs. She did an all-Zeppelin tour in the early 1930s until a disgusting rumor started floating around that she was responsible for the Hindenburg disaster. Well, it turned out to be absolutely true, but still, a disgusting thing to say until you have proof. And once you have proof, it's just rude. Well, my Mima gave every last ounce of her soul to performing, just like I do. She tapped until her toes screamed, just like I do. She stomped and sang and hollered and made a glorious noise, just like I do. She also swallowed fire, which I do not do because I'm not an attention whore, for Christ's sake. But you know, at the end of her days, I visited Mama in the hospital. She was weak, short of breath, and near the end. She beckoned me close, every word a rasp, a gasp for air, seemingly her last. And when I asked her what she learned from a life on the stage, she looked at me, her gray eyes glistening, and she said, "Barbara, you're sitting on my oxygen tube." I nodded, the sage life lesson finally sinking in. As the nurses bustled into the room and tried to get me off the bed, I bid her goodbye but it was less of a goodbye and more of an I'll be seeing you. Let's start it slow, you know. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you this way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Well, my friends, it's been wonderful having you here today. I hope you go and you celebrate those mothers or your aunties or your, drag mothers, your friends, everybody who takes care of you on that day. And I wanted to remind everyone that I do have some shows coming up. I'm going to be performing in Palm Springs, just like I said about this, my pelvic floor issue. I'm actually going to be going through Joshua Tree to have an aura cleansing Reiki colonic. And while I'm there, I figured I'd pick up a date in Palm Springs. Even though I hear there's not very many musical theater fans there, I figured why not? So June 2nd, the info is on my website. You can see me there. And then I have some summer dates coming up. That's right, I got a date in Indiana, and I got a date in Chicago, and I'm going to be going to London too. And those are soon to be announced on my website, so keep your eyes peeled. It's best to follow me on Instagram. I post more about it there, but you can always check back to that website. And once again, you can feel free to tip. That's how I pay that one. So my Venmo's on the website. There's a tip jar. And enjoy yourselves and let's have a nice time, shall we, my friends? I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the lake, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Thank you for it. Well, we're 1 minute early, so maybe I'll take a look. If anybody wants to get in one last word. Oh, I see a yes. I see a lot of clapping hands. I see a lot of hearts. Well, I love all of you too. Thank you for it. Thank you for being here with me. Spread the word to all your friends. Next month, I think I'm going to do the live stream on a Sunday. The first Sunday in the month of June. That seems like maybe a better day. So join me then. And as always, just keep your leotard fresh. And that's all I have to say to you. So, let's see. Oh, people want to see some Fosse moves. Well, it's over, but they wanted to see Kicked Out of Sardi's for spitting, so we'll give them that to end. That's what I saw. I guess we got time for a couple extras. Does anybody have another move they want to shout out? And then we'll close on that one. Nothing. I don't see anything from these people. Well, somebody says, when am I coming to Australia? As soon as you can fund a tour, my darling. I'll come to Australia as soon as you're paying, love. Jazz crotch they want. All right, that's a wonderful way to end, I think. I love you all, and good night. Now I'm going to awkwardly turn off every single camera. TikToks first. Then we turn off Instagram. Then we turn off this.